Welcome back, Nerdiverse, as it is another episode of Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. I am, of course, your host, Mike G, and with me, as always, is the Jedi Counselor himself, the Turkey King of Wisconsin, the man simply known as Wash. How you feeling, sir?
What up, man? Happy Thanksgiving. Glad to be here on a post Thanksgiving festivities. Um, we 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 may be breathing normally. I'm not quite sure if like the
I'm
breathing
not.
is back to where it needs to be, but for a while there, oxygen could have helped because
It was
there was no room. There's no
it
room.
was more turkey or oxygen, bro. And it's obvious who won that battle, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so feeling good, feeling good after another I don't know, half pound of mac and cheese today. I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
know, right? Man, so
What I do.
definitely happy holidays to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate that kind of thing out there in the Nerdiverse. Before we get started, really, just wanted to remind everybody to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content of our channel. Spread the word to the Nerdiverse. This is going to be a very chill stream because I have to put my cards up on the table. May have been a mix of the tryptophan that the turkey activated within my reptile brain, the mac and cheese illusions that I've been seeing since yesterday, or the fact that there was zero content out for the. I think everybody took a week off this week, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, there was one or two little nuggets that came out, a couple of decent trailers, but I want to say that the thing that shocked me that I did you see the trailer for Manhunter?
No.
So you remember Manhunter, the game that got banned back in, I don't know,
Oh, you talking
let's
about
say
Manhunt by like Rockstar
Manhunt.
Games?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently, and this trailer dropped probably about 2 days ago. It's a short, like VCR trailer that's about 45 seconds long that says Rockstar Games
No
wanted it
way.
buried, but now, yeah, dude. And I was like, what in the world is this about? So
Really?
I did watch it. That is all the context I have for it, but I just think that'd be interesting if that game is being remade, considering the hubbub it caused the first time. That said, we live in a different era.
I mean, we live in a worse era. That stuff was bad back then. People are way more sensitive now. So you're saying that a company is making it despite Rockstar just having no desire to continue that franchise?
Yeah, man, you will have to check out the trailer.
Yeah. Send
I'm
that
just
my
going
way because that is
to,
not on my radar.
yeah, I'm going to do that. I was wondering if perhaps you saw that because it was so random. I remember, man,
Yeah.
oh, you
I-
see,
i-
I didn't see that.
Is it fake news?
No, almost. My
Hmm.
Roku showed Manhunt trailer.
Okay.
When I click on like the YouTube clip and it like scrolls, it says Manhunt fan film.
There you go.
There
I was
you
gonna
go.
say that would have
I
been
was like,
news, bro. I would have been like,
bro,
Ain't no way. It's
bro,
GTA or a GTFO." You
which
know what I
is
mean?
which is why I was wondering also that trailer that came out for GTA 6. I don't believe it. It's 11 seconds long. It looks like that's some AI generated
AI
nonsense. Yeah,
AI
man.
splot, bro.
I was like, nah, this had it been a minute 32 or a minute 87 or whatever the freaking number is, but they're all 11-second generated clips on Sora, a good majority of them.
Don't you love
So
that you just can't tell the difference anymore, dog? Like, isn't that
I
just
don't believe
fun?
anything. I don't believe
Can't
it.
believe any of you can't believe any of it, dog.
What?
Like, I can't believe none of it until I'm literally sitting in the theater watching the damn thing or playing the damn game. It just
Yeah, there's something else that's very, I don't know if it has to do with like Sunday or Thanksgiving, but it's very, you have to watch out during the times. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like, this is one of those times where a lot of slop is generated because everybody's sitting at home not
yeah,
doing anything. You know what I mean? So they put out some weird stuff that kind of may seem real, but in the end, no, no,
no,
man, that's
no.
not real.
No, man, it's that's what I was talking about last week, bro. Like it all just kind of starting to get to the point where I can't tell, and that's annoying because it's like I'm chronically on social media because of this, because of the podcast. If I had my choice, bro, I would never be on social media again. I would just literally self-proclaim myself back to the Stone Age and like read the newspaper and you know what I mean? And look and go outside to see if it's gonna rain. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
hey, man, they still make the newspaper. You can pick it up for 3.25.
yeah, but even that has lies in it. So it's like, what do I do? What do we do, Doug? I
Stop
was
listening, I guess.
stop listening, bro. Just
Don't trust it. Yeah, as you shouldn't have in the first place. You should always do your own due diligence. You shouldn't trust it. And if it's not coming from Rockstar or the source, it's suspect.
when was
Trying
the
to think of
last
the other.
time when was the last time media was trustworthy? Before the birth of the CIA, maybe?
Um, um, who who was Peter Jennings? ABC?
Yeah,
Nah.
ABC.
Like,
That guy was straight edge. Peter Jennings Peter Jennings was there's no way he would lie to me, right?
I don't. I can only tell you what my childhood brain thought. I don't know if any of that's
Yeah.
still
Like
really true. But I
I
say
still
Peter
believe that
Jennings.
Larry H. Parker would get me 2.1 million. That's the one thing that I'm certain of in life. If I ever got in any real trouble, Larry H. Parker would get me up out of there, Doug. So
Yeah, him and that one other dude who's the clothing billboard son. You see him on all the billboards for the clothing stores in LA. I can't remember the hell his name is, but you
um
know him.
the men's warehouse dude?
No, no, it's a little bit fancier than the Men's Warehouse. Family business.
Uh
Tomorrow when you're driving, you're gonna be like, ah,
I'm gonna
that
see it.
dude.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
he's
drive. I'm
like,
just gonna take the 101 and I'll find it, bro. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? What are some universal truths within media that things that you just believe wholeheartedly? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
that's a rough question after
like
after Thanksgiving.
like
I don't have an answer for you,
like a
man.
universal truth, bro. Like,
Um,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just like Larry H. Parker would give me 2.1 million. I believe that. You know what I'm saying?
I have a winter storm warning that's been blowing up my computer for 2 or 3 days. They say that the storms are gonna open the heavens are gonna open up and there's gonna be a snow apocalypse. Last time,
Snowopolis.
yeah, dude. Last time they said that nonsense, we got like an inch or
Yeah.
something. It was, and it's like even the weather is a show.
It's
It's a
all a sh
show.
life is but a cabaret, bro. Like
It's a
just
fact.
like a couple of weeks ago, that you thought that the Atlantic Ocean was just gonna drop on LA. They were swearing up and down, we're gonna have a torrential river that's gonna hit LA and it's gonna be 8 trillion gallons of water. And my feet got wet twice and my car got cleaned, and by Thursday we were Gucci, man. So you can't believe the hype. You can never believe the hype unless the hype is literally at your front door. You know what I'm saying?
No, even science is starting to be called in the question. And what I mean by science is there's a lot of Nobel Prize, or not prize winners, but um, uh, people in the running. and they're
Mhm.
coming out finding out that their papers are like made up. Some of them used AI, some of them, just copyrighted. You know what I
Can
mean?
the
And it's like, damn, you can't even trust the professor anymore. So,
can IB
uh,
can the IBS Titan just hit already or invade or do it? Because we're washed as a culture, bro. No pun
oh,
like, we're done, bro. Like, we have no function
rough.
or our purpose, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
It's rough.
You know what I found out that broke my heart that is fake that I didn't know? Is that you can buy you know how you get a star on the Walk of Fame? You know, ramen
Hmm.
Chinese theater? People just buy those.
Yeah,
You don't earn it.
yeah,
No one earns their star on the Walk of Fame. Like, you have to like give them money
yeah.
and they'll just put it on there. They make this big show. Like, I've worked 15 years in the industry and I'm finally getting my star. Like, no, you just decided to buy it at this moment, bro. It's such
I,
a lie.
uh, it's
That
the
is
show.
horrible.
It's the
Life is but a
show.
cabaret, huh?
Mm. I,
Disgusting.
Look,
Disgusting.
I don't think this specific podcast we're gonna work out these issues on,
I
but
know
you
we're not the we're not
know.
going to solve the riddles of human deception and how deep it goes. We're just
uh,
a goofy podcast with no
but
docket
funny,
this week, so we're just
but
gonna go.
funny.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was fun. More to how was today? Today I watched a double feature of Superman and Fantastic Four.
Oh man, okay. Do we have opinions and thoughts?
We do have some opinions. We do have some questions. I don't know if I have that many thoughts. My brain just really isn't working that well. So I will
Hey.
say, as I mean, it's been 6, 7 hours now.
Mhm, mhm,
I don't think either one of them are going to be in my top 10 right now,
okay,
like of the year.
okay.
So I decided to watch them in the order they were released so that I'd
Mhm,
understand the hype. So when it comes to Superman, and when we're talking about both films, I'll say I think Nicholas Hoult probably wins the Oscar for actor over the course of the best two films. Um, Fantastic
okay.
Four, surprisingly, wins for what I will say is an entertaining story. Not that Superman's wasn't an entertaining story, but
Mhm.
and don't
Mhm,
there is one issue, and it
okay.
has
I
to
need
do
to,
with Lex.
I need
What
to hear it.
dude, the whole like chess thing where he's like playing moves and he's I've countered we memorized 35,000 of Superman's move and he's come up with counters for them. I play chess every day. I got 5 games going right now against random people. Bro, like that was kind of stupid.
Mhm.
Just and
You
luckily
didn't like
and
1A,
no,
1A, 1A.
no,
You didn't like
no,
1A?
and luckily they kind of went away from it. Like in the beginning, it comes on, and you're like, "Oh, well, this is kind of dumb." And someone recognized that, and they're like, "Let's just go push that over there." Moving
Mhm,
on, and then it comes back, and that's fine. But it's like that really was kind of a. I don't even know what that was. That was a weird way to do a fight with Superman. Even though Superman is a brawler, don't get me wrong. So.
yeah, he's not out there doing Jeet Kune Do, bro, you know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? He punches and he may kick, like, once,
And he
bro.
takes punches in the face. So,
Yeah,
the
because he can
1A,
because he's Superman, you know?
it would seem to me that Lex could have just developed that and didn't have to be on the mic doing that himself. But anyway, I think Nicholas Holt needs
Now
to
you
step
have to understand that Ultraman was an idiot. He couldn't master these moves himself, so he had to be not just programmed, because even programming would make sense. Just program the moves to be in there and have them work. No, he needed to be instructed in real time because the clone was that dumb
Is
that
that really why?
the dude could even speak for himself. Lex had to speak through a little weird, like, speaking spell built into his suit, dog.
I
And
don't
Lex
know
was
if I
like,
fully caught that.
yeah, the clone was super stupid, apparently. So the clone couldn't, couldn't think of strategy. or fighting technique. So he
But
literally
he
had to just tell him what to do.
but he did all right once the dog crypto, I'm not
Well,
gonna
that's what
say.
Superman. He couldn't tell him what to do anymore. So Superman had the upper hand. You know.
Yeah, but that's because
Eh,
yeah,
I have
yeah.
you have
You see
questions.
where I'm
I have
talking? You
answers.
see
You
what I
have
mean?
questions. I
Like
have answers,
it's a
right?
little wicky. So
I
anyway,
know.
crypto was fine.
Mhm.
I remember when the trailers came out, I wasn't a fan of crypto. Crypto kind of got on my nerves, but whatever. I mean, you're doing what you're doing. More to the point about Superman, I like the Superman. I'm not sure they gave him necessarily the best story to show his Superman chops on. There were
Mhm.
a couple of cool shots in there, a couple of the flight ones. When he the Ray Sun one, that's cool. But I didn't really feel Superman like.
Well, in what way? Like, do you feel like he was not inspiring? Did you feel like he was not, you know, uh, Man of Steely enough? Or what kind of yucked your yum on the Superman?
I'm not sure that the challenge they put in front of him was worthy of all of the drama that we went through ultimately. Like you want to sit and be like, ah, well, yeah, it's Super Ultraman, Superman. It's like, no, there was a rift coming like on the Earth, and
Mhm.
that would have made a better challenge for Superman to Superman.
Yeah.
You
I know you.
you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
It's a little light in the, and I don't want to use the word stakes
I was
because
just gonna
that
say.
no, I wasn't
You know,
gonna say stakes. No, this isn't about stakes. This is about like just what you have him doing on
yeah,
camera.
what are his action scenes, right? He fights the Hammer of Baravia and he gets his butt whooped. Uh he fights the giant kaiju, kind of needs help with that. He fights the guys in the pocket dimension. He's getting his butt whooped there. And it's like this movie's emphasis was to show his vulnerability because Superman is so easy to go either way, where he's Man of Steel God and he cannot be touched, or he's a little underpowered and he doesn't feel like that commanding force. So uh mind you, I give this movie like a 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. I loved it. Just because I love the comic bookiness of it. But I definitely understand your sentiment that it just wasn't, scratching your Superman itch, it sounds like.
Yeah, I
You know,
think I only got like Superman hype like twice. Where I was like, yeah, Superman, which may be enough, may not. The other thing I'd like to address is why is James Gunn writing all his characters as though they're Deadpool? Like
that's
it's
because
just
that's his style. Everybody clips, everybody has jokes, everybody,
you know, I like fine, that's your style, but like everybody,
everybody.
you like fine, you wanted everybody.
Okay. There's a certain breed of director that signature is so strong that it's almost nauseous. I think of Guy Ritchie, where everybody in a Guy Ritchie film talks like Guy Ritchie, right? What I mean? Even the Americans, it doesn't make sense. I was watching this movie called The Wrath of Man, starring Jason Statham, and he plays this badass, like, UK crime lord doing um uh bank heist and stuff. And everyone, and mind you, this is based in America, is doing, the what, are you taking a piss? You know what I mean? Saying stuff like that. It's like Guy Ritchie can't Guy Ritchie if he did if he wanted to. So certain directors' style, Quentin Tarantino, I'm looking at you as well. It's just so fragrant and so it's almost musty that it can't be broken. Like the pace of Guardians is the pace of Pacemaker, is the pace of Superman. It's just his style, you
They
know.
hit the same points, yes, but I guess I would say that it's just the jokes, the quips the characters, they come across, and I'm not even talking like like Guy Gardner, like, you know,
That's Guy.
that's
Guy's
Guy,
my guy.
right? But like everybody else comes across like douchey. Like Clark Kent comes across as douchey. And it's
Yeah.
like Clark Kent isn't really douchey, you know? And I actually kind of had that issue not so much with, yeah, in the later Chris Pratt, like early Chris Pratt it wasn't too much, but then they kind of, and he just came, you're like, I don't even really, I, I don't
I don't.
want to talk to you that much, man. You're kind of a
Yeah.
douche. So, I just found that that was unnecessary in this movie by everyone.
His what? His
Everyone.
that? Oh, James Gunn's
Yeah.
gunnisms.
I mean,
Yeah.
Lois, Superman, Clark, Jimmy, terrific. They, Guy, Hawk Girl, they all, every single,
Yeah.
nobody could just, period.
No.
Like,
No. That's just not. You're not gonna get
so,
that, man.
um,
Everybody's funny. Everybody has a punchline.
but they're not
Everybody's kind of
funny.
swaggy.
They're kind
You
of a
know.
holes.
That's the. Look at this guy's track record, right? What are the Guardians of the Galaxy? They're a bunch of a-holes, right? What are the Suicide Squad? They're a bunch of a-holes. It's just his style. I'm not. I don't want to shoot Bell for the guy, but it's really an acquired taste. If you don't jive with that, but you like Creature Commandos, no?
Creature Commandos is fine. Creature Commandos is
They're
fine.
all
Eh,
a-holes there too.
yeah, but it's not necessary in every character. This is my point. It's as as you say with Guy Ritchie. Hey man, you don't need an African dude talking with like a British
Yeah,
Omni
you're.
accent.
I guess what you're gonna get. You're gonna get an African dude talking with a British Cockney accent,
A
and
Cockney
you will
accent.
and you
So
will like it. But it's really just like if you mess with it, you mess with it, and for it to be such a mainstream idea, it's Superman, right? It should be relatable, but at the same time, uh, you kind of have to put your own stamp on it. And I guess that's what Gunn was trying to do. It just with some people it worked, to some people it failed. You know what I'm saying? Only person who really had their own personality in that film was probably Metamorpho, in a weird way, because he had no gunnisms. He was just kind of like, worried and kind of ticky and nervous. But then so was Polka Dot Man. You know what I mean? in Suicide Squad. So that's another gun character that you see bouncing around. You know what I mean? So I understand your sentiment, but I will shoot Bale a little bit for it because that's just his style. What's going on, Bradley? Yeah, we just chilling tonight, bro. I'm I'm kind of hungover and tired, so that's the evening, Doug. What were your thoughts on FF?
I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
Okay,
Not that I loved it. Not that I loved it.
I
I
didn't
loved
like
the,
it.
I did like it, but I didn't necessarily love it. I liked it better than I liked Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
I had a
Okay.
better time with it than I did with Thunderbolts. Let's put it this way. It kept my interest,
Mhm.
and I actually didn't think it would. I do have a question since you are a Fantastic Four fan.
That I am.
Please don't take this the wrong way, what I'm going to
Yeah,
say, but
do it.
what gives the Fantastic Four the audacity to
Just to do
think
anything. To do anything?
they're like, ah, whatever, we'll go fix it. We're some pilots, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Super smart pilot, right? Right?
Mhm.
But essentially, their jobs were pilots. They were NASA pilot spaceship commander people. They know how to fly spaceships. And it just seems to me as I was watching this movie, it just, and the question I've never asked, I've watched the Fantastic Four in many iterations. Just what gives Reed Richards and dude, you're plastic. And he's
Mm.
like, nah. I got this. So yeah, what gives
Yeah.
him the audacity?
Okay. I'm gonna have to first of all, how dare you? First of all, how dare you? How dare you speak ill
I'm
of
not
of
speaking
Re,
ill.
of Redrick Williams Richards? But just to give you just an idea, so um, how dare they? So the problem with Reed Richards is he is the smartest man in the universe. No hyperbole. He is the scientist supreme. As as good as Doctor Strange is with magic, Reed Richards is with science.
Science,
Yes.
magic,
Yeah.
magic,
Hmm.
audacity,
Yeah.
science. I
Yeah.
mean, the
I can do
Kaminoans are
any.
science. They're scientists.
Yeah.
They're great cloning people.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily give them the audacity to be like, yeah, we're going to take over the galaxy and plant this and kill out the
No,
Jedi.
why? Because they're really good at making clones. They're not good at anything else. Reed Richards
Okay.
is good at everything. He created a ultimate nullifier in 15 minutes to defeat Galactus. You know what I mean? Like, he is the problem. Like, powerhouse wise, Sue Storm is the most powerful member of the Fantastic Four.
Hmm.
But the one that I would be worried about is Reed. There's one clip where it is in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes where Tony Stark goes to visit the Baxter building because they're having issues with Doctor Doom. And Reed Richards starts hitting on Sue Storm. Hey, if you want to get with that, you want to leave that earthworm, you can go over here and talk to me. I have $18 trillion in an Iron Man suit. And Reed Richards was working on something and just turned his head backwards like the exorcist to see what was going on. And he looked Reed up and down and said, in 5 minutes, I can think of 15 ways to lock you in that suit forever. And Tony was like, "Oh well, I guess I'll make my way." You know what I mean? It's like that kind of scary thought process. And mind you, Reed Richards has an ego. He has a big ego to where he thought he could take his best friends in space and just do space stuff and not worry about the ramifications of cosmic rays, which is the whole reason they're in this flim flam. But also, what's the problem with Reed Richards is that he was brilliant to begin with, but after the cosmic rays hit him, he not only can stretch his limbs, he's made of plastic, he also can stretch the synapses of his
Oh,
brain. So he can think quintillion times faster than the normal human man based on these elongated synapses that are going on. It gets dumb. So pretty much Reed Richards, how dare he's because he's literally the smartest man in
the
every room on
smartest man. All right.
in the multiverse. He's one of those. Outside of the omnipotence of God, there's Reed Richards type stuff. I
Hmm.
don't know if
All
that's
right.
the case in this film, but it sure seems that way because my man figured out faster than like travel in the 50s. I don't know how he figured that out. I guess
Well,
it's.
that's something I also want to talk about with this film because the first thing they did was eight Earth 838. That's fine.
Yeah,
I get it. Multiverse, blah, blah, blah.
multiverse.
But
Yeah.
you have to realize at this stage, when you show me that, it almost, for Marvel, like, it tells my brain none of this matters in
Yeah.
some formal way. And so it's kind of its own offshoot. And for me, with Marvel being Marvel and them doing what they do with Marvel, it leaves me wondering what it was I just watched. Was it just a film for the Fantastic Four? And yes, the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. I get it. We're doing
Hmm.
that whole thing, right? But this world, when they were trying to get away, I kind of thought maybe they would, you know, teleport themselves perhaps to maybe Earth
Hmm.
636 or whatever the case is. And that would kind of bring the continuity in line. Whereas now I'm just going to be like, you're in Avengers Endgame. All right.
So I want to talk about that. Firstly, the ongoing idea before this movie came out, the ongoing thought, at least my tinfoil hat, wait, I thought this was going to end, was that I thought that Galactus was just going to win and eat their Earth, and they would have to escape to the 616. That's what I thought was going
616.
to happen. I thought they were going to fail, and Reed was going to have to double back and open up a wormhole to our continuity, and that's how we get Doomsday Secret Wars. That didn't happen. They're quite okay in their world, and things just kind of worked out. I feel like it's a double-edged sword when you just isolate to a universe. One, for anyone watching, they don't have to have the baggage of 20 years of Marvel continuity. So that's a plus to me. You don't have to
It
worry
is a
about if
plus.
I yeah, you don't have to worry about if Iron Man showing up or man, I missed out on Thor of the Dark World. I'm completely lost. Pretty self-explanatory. But it does lack that magic word we like to use on this channel, stakes. It's like, okay, what does this affect the grand scheme of things? And honestly, the way they left it, I have no idea. I don't know how our Captain America is going to meet this Reed Richards, or where's Doctor Doom in this equation? We see him for a split second, but we see this Doom.
Hmm.
There's Dooms across the multiverse, just
Hmm.
as there's Reed Richards across the multiverse. So, like you said, it's a double-edged sword. It's like partly it's like, okay, I'm happy I could just watch this as a Fantastic Four story and not feel bogged down about Shield or any of the background. But at the same time, okay,
And
what are we doing?
this is where I started yelling. I want to say 2 weeks ago, because it's not like we're Mike. It's not like me and you were saying, "Hey, here's what we're gonna do." Start off this movie saying Earth 838 and end it by saying we'll see the Avengers or the Fantastic Four and Avengers. We are not making the world continuity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Marvel is doing this. So as a consumer, it's like, yeah, Marvel, you were leaving me with questions. And not necessarily good questions every time I watch one of your films. I'm like, what the hell's
yeah,
going on? And does it actually ultimately even matter? And again, it doesn't have to matter, but they did that. They put it this way. We did not. Again, we'll see the Fantastic Four, and they could have just left that off and been like, "Yeah, it's Earth 838, Fantastic
okay, this is
Four.
what's going on over
We,
here.
yeah, man."
Yeah, you know what it is? It contributes to two things. One, that this is a pivot, mind you. We were supposed to have Kang and Kang the Conqueror and Kang's
Valid.
Dynasty, and I'm sure they had their own multiversal idea about that through line, that thought process. That got completely derailed with all of the yah with the main actor. Can be avoided, right? So now we're experiencing a corporate pivot of ideas. How do we make this Doom now? Okay, let's just speed up this Fantastic Four film that we weren't really going to make right now, but we have to make it right now because Doctor Doom is Fantastic Four. Is it going to tie into anything? No, because it wasn't supposed to tie into anything when we wanted to make it, and the script is ready and the actors are ready. Just put it out. And it makes me afraid for Spider-Man, brand new, whatever the new Spider-Man is, brand new day, whatever it's going to be called. Um, because I don't know if that's gonna. When are we going to start getting the tying connective tissue to Doomsday? Because that was supposed to come out like this month or next month, and we got nothing. So, and there's
Yeah,
nothing to tie it to in Fantastic Four, which you think would have been the place to do that. So I'm just as confused as you are. I don't know.
yeah. And if you're as confused as I am, you see, this is where, and I come from the point of the consumer talking to the industry, going, Marvel, that's not. It's not what you're
Yeah.
looking for. Mike is a master of the Nerdiverse, and you
And I
have
don't know
him,
what y'all talking
one of
about.
his groups going, yeah, I
Fantastic
don't know.
Four is my favorite Marvel team. Like I have the X-Men back there, but when the Fantastic Four come out, they're moving down a shelf, bro. You know what I'm saying? FF is going right there. Wolverine is going down a shelf. But even I am like trying to run the numbers in my head, and I'm like, I have no idea how all this is
So
going to tie together.
is a vi- what is the pecking order? What is next? Is it
From my
Avengers
understanding, it
or
is
Spider-Man? Because I forgot about Spider-Man.
Avengers is supposed to be this year, and they pushed it back. So the next thing that's coming out is Mandalorian Grogu for Star Wars.
Yep,
Spider-Man, whatever, I think is coming out next year. And
Spider-Man.
Doomsday is coming out at the end of next year, like
And
December next year. Then after that, I don't know what's in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. I'm sure they'll squeeze something in between there, but that's my idea of that. Having no idea of what's going on, is that a good thing? Not in this case, Bradley, because of the way they set it up. this is the company that gave us a slate of what's to come out. They were that cocky about their rollout. You know what I mean? And the problem is that these films are set up in a soap opera like layout. What's going to happen next? You got to watch this to watch this. Very comic booky. So when you're in the middle of a story arc and you don't have no idea where it's going, written well, that could be interesting because you say the same word to say the same sentence two different ways. I have no idea what's going to happen. End of Empire Strikes Back. I have no idea what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Or the end of Last Jedi. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to
All right.
happen. Your guess is as good as
You know
mine,
what?
buddy.
I don't even care that
I don't
much.
even care that much. I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
You see how
yeah.
that changes?
Valid,
You know what I'm
valid.
saying? And that's
Yes,
just Star
valid,
Wars, man. But
valid.
that's the problem is that we're all kind of like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. We'll see. Dog. We're off doing other things, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's Marvel's problem is that they've wasted all of their goodwill, and we're all just kind of soured on it. We're even, and I'm the biggest Marvel head you'll meet on 2 legs, and 3 legs when I get older. Um, and I'm just totally jaded. I don't know. I'm just waiting for wake me up when the X-Men get here. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I'm just along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, in closing, I'll say that I think that Galactus looked great. I think the
yeah,
Silver Surfer looked great. Um, yeah, I
yeah,
didn't have an issue with the film
I loved it.
that much. It was fine. I
But
enjoyed it. Let's put it this way: I paused Superman like 4 or 5 times in the
yeah,
middle. I was like, I gotta just need a pause for a second
yeah,
because you know whatever. Fantastic Four, I think I paused that thing 1 time. And that was
good.
mostly because Vanessa Kirby was starting to irritate me because she's kind of weird. She looks like an alien a little bit, especially with the pregnant. Like you could be a xenomorph, you know.
Boy,
I,
so
I'm
mean.
not saying that it's
Hey,
like a rude thing. I'm just saying that it's just
yeah,
visually like that's she kind of was bothering me a bit. So
yeah. Last
don't
week,
don't use that as a cut.
no, I won't. I promise you, I won't. Because I'm gonna say something nasty. Last week, I said the kid who's gonna play Link has a punchable face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't throw stones in that glass house. You know what I mean? Sometimes it be like that, dog. I'm not El Guapo, dog, but you know, it is what it is, bro. You know, you gotta call a spade, bro. You know, it's not his fault. It's just
No,
it's how God made him, dog. You know, like
no.
that.
Oh, it,
You know,
with Galactus looked. This is just me.
yeah,
Was
of
he a
course.
little small? Was he like baby Galactus, and there's like another Galactus?
Okay,
Because I want to say
okay.
that when I've seen photos of Galactus in different iterations of comics, Galactus is almost like space itself
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
moving out there,
mm-hmm.
like consuming things, and he just came across a little, just
No,
a little
okay.
small. But I get it.
I will pre-reference this, but comic books are stupid, right? Comic books don't make sense.
Yeah.
It's a suspension of disbelief, right? Galactus is as big as he wants to be.
Mm,
So sometimes he's the size of a human. Sometimes he's what you saw there. That what you saw in that movie is closer to like the animated series of the 90s, where he's just walking through New York like Godzilla. You know what I mean? And sometimes he is the cosmos. He's just, you know what I'm saying? Like Mufasa in the clouds. He's just
yeah.
the size of the galaxy. Sometimes it depends on how he feels. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So he's like Apocalypse, where he could change his form based on who's looking at him. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I mean, he is a cosmic god entity. He can do
Yeah,
whatever he wants.
yeah.
So,
It's Thursday. I'm gonna
whatever.
be small today. Hey, I'm gonna be small today. It's Thursday. I,
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to give the Fantastic Four a fighting chance. So I'll be about 75 stories tall this time. No big deal, you know.
Makes me wonder how many times he's come across the Fantastic Four, but that's just a different question for a different day.
Yeah.
Also, when Silver Surfer, that's also from a comic shock, the way that ended, isn't it? Because I want to say I've seen that in a comic before with him going in a portal and then
Yeah.
spoilers, and then Surfer coming in and kind of knocking him in. I thought so, but I
Yeah, that's
wasn't
one of the many
for
ways you
sure.
dispatch of Galactus without killing him because he's unkillable. You know what I mean? It's like he goes into a portal and the others. It's the Borg situation. How do you really defeat the Borg, right? You slow them down, you send them away. Sometimes you even talk to them. Sometimes people just talk Galactus away. And he's like, fine, I'll leave Earth alone for a while. It just depends. You can't just really fight him, you know?
Does Galactus end up in 616 and somehow this
I mean,
Reed
they
figures that out
where
and
does he
has to go
where
there?
does he go? I don't know. I mean, Reed must have known where those maybe it would make sense because Reed had a specific space latitude and longitude that he was going to send Earth to trick Galactus,
Hmm.
right? Maybe he went to that spot billions and billions of years away, light years
Hmm.
away. But could he have accidentally ripped a hole into the multiverse and sent him to 616? I mean, somebody on I mean, the Guardians or the Kree or somebody would be like, "Hey, there's a Galactus out here
I
somewhere."
hadn't thought about it, but maybe somehow
Maybe.
you doom that, you
And then they got
doom
to go chase
smart,
him
and then
down to
you
fix
did.
the problem.
So
I don't
who
know.
knows? Hey Marvel, we're trying our best.
I'm
So
trying my hardest to give a shit, Marvel. Help me
uh,
help you. Meet me
the last
halfway.
thing I'm gonna leave you with before I shut up is there is a game that is on sale, and I was going to buy it tomorrow, but I need to know. You said the Nihil are in this game.
The Nihil are mentioned.
Is this game going to spoil my High Republic books? Is there
Which game?
talk of the
Okay, there's
High
a
Republic?
what
Because
game?
if there is, Star Wars
Which
Outlaws,
one? Outlaws. Okay.
Outlaws,
Cuz
because yeah, like I can't play it. I still have
no.
like six
No.
books to go.
No, it's not.
All right,
If you were to tell me you're going to get Jedi Fallen Order or Star Wars Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, maybe because that's some they dive a lot into the New Republic, that
okay,
the Nihil War and all that.
okay,
Um, I'll just tell you flat out on Outlaws, you go onto a ship that was shot down by the Nihil many moons ago, and that's about it.
okay.
No
All right,
worry about that. Just a
okay,
name drop. Hey,
okay.
this ship was dropped down by something called the Nihil. What's that? In my little because of you, my Star Trek brain, my Star Wars brain just kind of went ding.
Okay.
So nothing to worry about there.
All right.
But
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in that game went over my head. So mind you, I don't think there's a lot of High Republic yaya in that game. It's mostly just seedy underbelly of Star Wars. But you may catch on something that went over my head. I don't know. But from my understanding, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Very good. Excellent. Well, then, yeah, we'll probably be gaming on that tomorrow then. So, I have some future news for you.
Perfect. Speaking of games, I guess I'll go into how my week holiday's been. I want to talk about two major things. One, and then I'm refusing to watch Stranger Things, so don't ask me about it. I don't know.
Are
I
you a big Stranger Things fan?
I was, but like the cast as people are irritating me, so I can't. I don't want to watch it. It's the people, like the actors, are just annoying as hell. So I'm kind of just chilling on this until someone tells me it's the best thing since sliced bread. So I'm just like, whatever. Are you keeping up with Welcome to Dairy?
No, I have not. No, I have not.
Okay.
It hit. I wanted. Yeah, I have had some time, but have not been in the headspace. And you need to be in a certain headspace to watch that for it to be enjoyable and not something else. Because I started watching it not in a good mood, and I have to tell you, it did not help the not in a good mood.
It did not
like,
help the not move.
like
Kind of,
I felt my skin like itching, and I'm just
yeah.
like, nah, you know what, bro? We're gonna
Uh,
come back to this on a
uh,
Saturday afternoon when I'm mellow. So
that's
no.
why. That's why I never finished Breaking Bad. To be honest with you, it's like I was not in that right headspace to watch that series, and it's like I'm already having a panic attack. and this show is giving me a bigger panic attacks. Why would I do this to myself? I'm just gonna turn this off. I'm like in episode 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I have to be in a good place spiritually to watch that show. I'm
Yeah.
too much
So
of a nerve.
you know what I'm talking about
I know.
then. Excellent.
I I have people yell at me all the time. You haven't watched Breaking Bad? Like, nah, man. It came at me in a weird and a tumultuous time, dog. It was not helping my anxiety. That damn nerve wracking ass show. Uh, I beat Rad credits on Ghost of Yote, so
Rand
that's done.
credits. How many
Rand
hours?
credits.
100 plus?
No, like 50, 60, something like that. Not bad.
What is I was gonna ask you because I was actually watching a bit of this in the last couple of days,
Yeah.
because you did mention that you beat it. What is the ultimate story? Revenge story? Like what is the ultimate like what are we doing?
Have you ever seen Kill Bill?
Kill Bill. Revenge yes, okay.
It's just
Kill
Kill
Bill.
Bill. You play as Atsu, whose father betrayed some up and coming shogun. Shogun gets pissed, makes an example, murders the entire family, and Atsu is left for dead. She of course survives and runs a bloody swath through Yote to get her ultimate revenge. And it's just about her healing and light and love and blood along the way and becoming a mythical creature along the way. You know what I mean? A mythical ghost, as it were. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. She kind of, she forgives some of her attackers. She ruthlessly murders the others. You know what I mean? It's a very um, story about grief, about not processing grief. It's a story about like purpose. You know what I'm saying? And her finding her purpose outside of this vengeance because her idea was, I'm going to kill them all and then I'm going to die, and that's just going to be it.
Mm,
And I'll be able to just see my family again, and that's what's going to be. But circumstances change throughout the game. I'm not going to spoil anything, but circumstances change, and thus she starts to change. And by the end of the game, she's at a pretty good place. I'll leave it at that. She's at a pretty good place. You want to take that as you will. Um, Minuses. Once the game is done, it's done. There is a new game plus where you could rerun things, but there's really no need to once you've collected all the weapons and upgraded all the weapons and got all the armors, and you're just kind of like, okay, now I just get to run around this playground.
did you ever find another challenge that was as good as that one?
No.
No, that
Even
was the
even the
pinnacle.
final boss, he may have got me like 3 or 4 times, and then I got him. But that one challenge, that guy took me about 3 or 4 hours to kind of get him down, and that high never hit that way again, and that's very disappointing. That's my other, I would say, negative is that maybe I came at him too early, which is maybe he
Ruined
was
your
supposed
own
to be,
fun.
yeah. Hey,
You're
I'm
like,
ruined my
yeah,
own
it's your
fun.
fault, Mike.
It's my
Yeah,
fault. No one told me to fight him in,
right.
in Act 1, but F it, he was over there. And the game told me he was over there, so I just went over there and kind of got locked. You know what I mean? So he had to go down. I wasn't gonna back down. That's crazy, dog. I
Yeah,
played
like,
Demon Souls. You figure this out. You know what I'm saying? I played Dark Souls. I'm not gonna let this guy beat me. I'm not going to bed until he's finished. And that's what it was, dog. It just never hit that high again, my man. It's but it is what it is. Beautiful set pieces. It's a ghost stuff game. It's like I want to play it again in black and white and see how that looks. But you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't play it in color the first time. It's just the most vibrant, bright, beautiful game. There's tons of Easter eggs. Like you fight the Ninja Turtles. It's crazy. Dog. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a very good
um,
game.
are there two or three of the Ghost games?
Two.
Which is the better
So
game?
mm, Shoshima is better in story. The story
Mm,
of Shoshima is way better. It has multiple meanings. Yes, it's about honor. It's about change. It's a beautiful story. Um, Yote is way better gameplay. It's like they took all their lessons from the first game and just refined them. It's like playing Mortal Kombat 1 versus playing Mortal Kombat 2. You know what I'm saying? Just leaps and bounds better.
it's one of the things I was actually thinking about this with Fallout Season 2 coming up. It's those twos. You never know what happens with threes, but generally those
Twos
part
are solid.
twos, that's when you got a solid part one that just need a couple more dollars, they'll
Yeah.
nail it on part two, and it's
Man, we
like,
should have
yeah,
did that
that's
the
really
first
good.
game. You
Yeah,
know, let's roll that into two. Name
yeah,
me a bad sequel game. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I mean,
they're
Metal Gear
hard.
Solid 2. Even Super Mario 2 is goaded, if you ask me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hard as hell game, man. They've
Sonic
never made another one like it,
So-
ironically enough.
Sonic 2 with Tails, bro. It's goaded.
Tails,
You know
looks
what I'm
like
saying?
Knuckles. Have
Yeah,
you watched the Sonic movies?
yeah, they're surprisingly very good.
Huh. All right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they're abnormally good. It's one of those. Like, why is it so good? I'm mad it's good. I didn't want it to be good because now I'm locked in.
Like,
Anytime they
what
make any
the
of these stupid
hell?
movies, I gotta watch it now because
They make
yeah,
money too,
they
because
make
they
tons of
were just
money.
talking about a new one coming out, and I was like, another one, really? All
Keanu
right.
Reeves plays Shadow, dog. It's like I can't. Jim Carrey is Dr. Robotnik. It's like it's busted, dog. I can't. I don't know what to tell you, man. They're freaking. They're freaking good. Uh, other than that, the one thing I really want to talk about is I finally saw Predator Badlands.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh.
Finally,
And
finally.
I haven't heard any type of hubbub about this actual movie.
It's quietly I have thoughts about it. It's quietly amazing. It's quietly amazing and it's pissing off the gatekeeping nerds, which I love. I love when a movie shakes up the apple cart enough to piss off the nerds. It reminds me a lot of The Last Jedi with how much it tries to shake the apple cart of the lore, so to speak, and it does it in such a pretty way. It is the most predator movie you can ever see.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. There is no main character in a predator movie, right? It's not about the predator because he's kind of like this outside of the rim of the story kind of threat until you finally fight it, right? It was with Dutch, it was with Harrigan in two, it's with whatever the big nose guy in was Predators, you know what I'm saying? And it's not really about the heroes because they're usually like in an ensemble cast. Even Danny Glover's character in Predator 2 had no story behind him. He just a cop that doesn't take crap and he's 2 weeks away from retirement and all that bullshit, right? But in this movie, it's about the predator, and you learn about his you learn about the
Predatoria.
his predatoria. You learn about the culture of predators. You learn about what they care about. Why do they do what they do? And he has foibles and he's emotes and it's very different from every other predator movie you'll ever see. And that's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because they're saying it's not a predator movie. And I beg to say it is the most predator movie that we've ever gotten.
There has to be a reason why characters do or
What they
act the
do.
way they do. No
Yeah.
character is just born into existence in any believable, enjoyable universe where it's like, oh, they're just here. Don't worry anything about them. So the fact that we're getting to go kind of deep in that lore makes me super stoked. You
This
know
movie
how I
is
get. That's
so
awesome.
good. It's yeah, it's
And
like
that's
finally.
something we can't do with xenomorphs to this point, even though this alien television show is trying to do that to a point. But we because it doesn't translate well on film. But a bunch of freaking predators understanding why trophy hunting is a thing, yeah, bro, I want to know. And I also want to know, are you trained like Spartans? Like like how do little predators become big predators? Yeah, this is what I want to know.
Watch,
Yeah.
watch Predator Badlands. It's all
Yeah.
about You know what this movie might as well be called?
Yeah.
The Little Predator That Could. This movie
Yeah.
is just the little predator that could. He he's the runt. Everybody disrespects him. He has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to be like his big brothers and sisters and be a badass, but no, dog. You're disrespected in the squadron, dog. You know what I'm saying? So he has something to prove. And the whole movie is like a growth pattern for this one predator to step up and become goated, dog. And by the end of the film, you're rooting for this guy. And it's like, yeah, kick ass, dude. You deserve it.
Violence. The 1 to 10, where we at on the level of violence on
Okay,
this
this was
thing?
another complaint that people had. Oh, it's a bloodless movie. This is Disneyfied and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh, that's right.
So, okay, two things. Let's see, before I get into that, I really like the movie. The only thing I can say bad about it is the first fight with the two predators was good, but the last fight kind of was a letdown. Okay, I know what you're talking about. It bookends, right? The movie bookends, but I don't want to go too deep into spoilers. What was I going to say? Yes, Disneyfication and bloodless. So the predator goes to the most inhospitable planet in the galaxy, right? The second he gets there, the planet's trying to kill him actively. So he's just having a bad time the entire way. It is hilarious, right? Can't catch a break. Poor, bad predator. He meets other people along the way. He meets and not spoilers because this isn't a commercial, he meets a Wayland Utani droid that's just down there. So they're already starting to kind of tickle our brains with the possibility of a real alien versus predator experience. They're tickling our brains with it. You know what I'm saying? Whenever this is, it must be the super future, but Wayland Utani's still
Okay.
floating around. I
Okay.
don't know when
Okay.
this
You
takes
you
place.
you okay, okay. You know my question.
Yeah,
It was it previous or post?
I
Okay.
have no idea
Okay.
because
Okay.
it seems like it because canonically the most we've ever gone into the future with either franchise is Alien Resurrection. That's when they cloned Ripley, and it's like
Mhm.
500 years in the future or something crazy like that, right? This feels like it's either at that time or after that. So it's like I don't know where the Earth
Okay.
is or where we are at this point. They mention Earth, but it's very like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, right? Um, and it can it is this movie has a sense of humor. This movie does have some manicness to it, but it's it's needed because Predator. This is the shot in the arm this franchise has needed since one. It seems like the super future. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what is the formula? There's a bunch of badass dudes who can handle anything, and a predator comes and shakes everything up, right? Where this is the opposite. The predator is the badass, and he goes to a place where he's totally out of his element and has to figure it out. You know, and in regards to the bloodlessness, there's some gnarly kills in this movie. The only problem is there are no human kills because he's on an alien planet, and he's
Right.
not on Earth, so you're not going to get any fatality. You know what I'm saying? He's not ripping spines out. You're not seeing filleted flesh anywhere. This is a baby predator trying to figure it out. Alien Resurrection was 256 years in the future. Thank you for the check, Brad. Yeah, so something, yeah, crazy number in the future, right? This feels like it's around that time or further. But mind you, I saw it today. I'm very hype. I wasn't really going to get the 1/6 scale figure of Deck in L Fanning, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. He's kind of badass. I'm really hype on it. Once again, I'm very, very, very excited about the future of this franchise. They're just killing it between Alien versus Predator, and whatever comes next is going to be amazing.
And shout out to, I don't know because I know how much you like these new writers. This is Dan Trachtenberg. Did
Yes,
you know how much I like my revision 3 old programming from the early 2000s? Did you ever watch the Totally Rad show?
I've heard of it, never watched it.
It was Dan Trachtenberg, Alex Aldbrecht, and another guy whose name is escaping my memory. And they do your normal video game movie reviews back when it was like new. But yeah, Dan Trachtenberg has a long, long, long list. And actually, that Portal, he directed that Portal fan film back in the
Oh yeah,
day.
that was
That
super
was
good.
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, he directed that back in the that was like his first thing that he did. So when I found out it was Trachtenberg, I was super excited. Like,
yeah. He also
he's a
did
nerd.
Prey. Did you
He
ever
also
watch
did Prey.
Prey?
Yeah, haven't watched Prey. No,
Oh,
but
you
he
gotta
did Prey as
fucking
well. Yeah, I know.
Prey is
I know.
so damn good. It's one of
I
those,
know.
dog.
I
I'm,
mean, it
I'm
took
telling you.
4 days off to get through these two movies. Like, what do you?
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Like,
I'm not throwing stones, dog. Just tons of crap. Like,
you know.
Good Boy is out. Good Boy. Remember the movie we were talking
Oh,
about?
Good Boys Out.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch that either tonight or tomorrow. So
There
I want
you
to see
go.
like the dog movie where he's haunted
Is that
by
on Shutter?
Shutter. It is on Shutter.
Shutter. There you go.
So smoke him if you got him on that one, dog. Um, other than
Uh,
that, yeah. Question.
I,
What's up?
yes, Silent Hill F. Is that on your radar? Is that something that's
Uh, I don't want to play it, but
okay?
I've watched people play it, speed run it, all that good stuff. Apparently, it's great. It
Okay.
People are saying it's like Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill F, Silent Hill 3.
Okay. I thought you said that you had that on the shelf waiting for you, so I was not
Uh,
sure.
I was this close to pulling the trigger on it, but I ended up just watching somebody play it and just got the full story, all the endings, and it's nothing about Silent Hill, but it's everything about Silent Hill. It's one of those.
Better than putting yourself through that trial.
Exactly. Some games I don't need to play, bro. That's the good thing about being old. I don't need everything, dog. I'm out of the whole gotta catch them all type mentality. I'll
uh,
just watch you do it, bro. You got it. You're a
yeah.
skilled professional. You're a gamer, but like the game, I know you're about to pick up Outlaws. I want to pick up Outer Worlds before the end of this
Yes,
weekend.
dude, I want to play out.
Yeah,
I
that's the
was
game.
torn. I was
Mhm.
gonna start playing Outer Worlds 2 tomorrow, but I'm like, if Outlaws is on sale, I think I just need to buy it and
I mean,
play
you
it.
go with
And
what you
Star
know.
Wars is gonna, I mean, win every time. But Outer Worlds 2 is just sitting there, just like waiting.
That's what I'm saying. Like I couldn't start up Outer Worlds 2 until I beat Yote because that's just dumb and wasteful. Now that Yote's in my rear view mirror, Outer Wa- Outer Worlds 2 is on its way, and Borderlands 4 is at the bottom of the ocean, like the skeleton, just like play me. Why would you play me? Like, nah. Outer Worlds 2, sure, why not? I wasted money on that game. I shouldn't have bought it. Jeez.
You gave Randy a couple of bucks. You probably just didn't have the rig and PC to play it the way
I
it
didn't
was
I
meant
didn't
to be played.
I being a
So
plebeian didn't have the
yes,
proper processing power to play
that's why
his
you're not
game.
enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it because I'm playing it suboptimally
Yes.
like a bum. I don't have the Rolls Royce of gaming consoles.
No, no.
Not yet. Not yet, at least.
No.
Mm. I think that'll do it for this evening. We had a nice solid hour. 80 final thoughts, Wash, before we close this bad boy out.
No, eat your leftovers, watch some movies, play some games, read some books, do all the nerd things while you got some time off. If you got time off, if you don't have time off, thank you for working.
Yeah, that's a very good point. If you got the time off, go outside. I went outside today. It was great. Went to go see a movie. It was sunny outside. Got to drive with the windows down. Do something. Go outside. Put your toes between the grass like this. If not, and you're working, get that time and a half. Get that money. You know what I'm saying? Because Christmas is right down the street, and everybody wants something. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hope everybody has a safe holiday. Be careful out there. Don't drink it or drive it. All that yah. Watch a horror movie. That's my homework for everybody out there. Watch a scary movie. It makes the blood boil. It'll wake you up like a strong cup of coffee. Cup of coffee. Yeah, it's time
Watch
to
The
close this out.
Lighthouse.
Watch The Lighthouse. Watch The Babadook. Why not? No, don't watch that. It destroyed my grief for like a month. I regret that AI decision.
I gotta tell you, it's still with me.
Mhm.
It's
Thank
still
thank
with me.
thank your
Yeah.
AI overlord for making that happen for you, bro.
Every once in a while, it puts out something
Hey,
interesting.
you get what you ask for, dog. That thing don't play, bro. You want the most viral clips? It's gonna get that to you. Whew. With that being said, I've of course been your host, Mike G. He has been the Jedi Counselor Wash. We are the masters of the Nerdiverse, and we'll see you all later. Take care, everybody.